Good evening, everyone. Today, our team ICT Super Professionals will present our solution to a critical issue: combating AI enabled violence against women online. This is a socio-technical challenge that demands urgent attention, and we will outline how our approach addresses both its technological and societal dimensions. Let's begin. Before we diving in, we would like to introduce our team. I'm Darrshan, and joining me are Dhirajpal, Khor Jing Yin, and Lim Chi Yuen. Together, we have developed a multi-faceted strategy to tackle the wicked problem. Next, gender equality. Gender equality is a cornerstone of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 5 aims to empower all women and girls by 2030 by ending discrimination, violence, and harmful practices while ensuring equal opportunities in leadership and technology. Yet, progress is hindered by persistent gaps in pay, education, and political representation. Cultural norms and systemic barriers like women underrepresentation in STEM compound the issue. Now, AI-enabled abuse has emerged as a new threat, undermining decades of progress. This brings us to our core problem. Next, we are going to look at the AI-enabled violence against women. AI-enabled violence includes tools like deepfake pornography, chatbots for harassment, and automated hate speech. These technologies weaponize anonymity, scale, and legal gray areas. For example, 96% of deepfake videos are non-consensual porn. Perpetrators exploit encrypted platforms while content spreads faster than takedowns. Laws like Canada's Privacy Act lack AI-specific provisions, leaving victims unprotected. This isn't just a tech issue, it's a wicked problem with no simple fix. Let's explore why. The scope of the problem. The scale is staggering. 58% of Canadian women report online harassment. In one case, a Toronto student's face was deepfaked into porn, but police lacked tools to prosecute. The impacts are devastating. Victims suffer psychological trauma and reputational damage, often withdrawing from online spaces. Society loses trust in digital platforms while gender-based violence is normalized. This chart highlights rising cyber infringements among youth, showing how early exposure fuels the cycle. Clearly, we need action. Why it is a wicked problem? The problem is wicked because it involves competing priorities and no clear solutions. First, stakeholders clash. Companies balance profit versus moderation. Governments juggle free speech versus regulation, and victims weigh privacy against justice. Next, AI abuse evolves faster than countermeasures. Tools like DAL-E2 now bypass detection. And thirdly, interconnected issues arise. Over-monitoring risks privacy, defining harmful content is ethically fraught, and global policy like the EU AI Act conflict with Canada's Bill C-27. This complexity demands a multi-layer solution, which brings us to our proposal. Next, my teammate Dhirajpal will dive into the technical details of Component 1, blockchain watermarking.
Alright, hello, good evening. Our solution takes a multi-layered socio-technical approach. First, we introduce a blockchain verified watermarking tool to embed proof of authenticity at the point of media creation. Second, we plan to integrate an AI-powered detection and reporting plugin that scans and flags manipulated content across social platforms. Third, we will launch a public awareness campaign to educate users about deepfakes, digital consent, and how to report abuse. Together, These layers aim to enable early detection, protect victims, and promote long-term digital accountability and cultural change. For our first component, the blockchain media watermarking tool, this tool works at the source of media creation. For example, in-camera or in-app, such as smartphone photo or video, the moment content is created, a digital watermark is invisibly embedded. This watermark includes metadata such as the content creator's device ID, timestamp, and optional geolocation, all encrypted for privacy. The metadata is hashed and stored on a public or consortium blockchain, which acts as a decentralized ledger. This creates a permanent tamper-proof record that proves a piece of media is authentic and unchanged. Later, if a deepfake surfaces, investigators or detection tools can compare it to blockchain entries. If the watermark is missing or the data is altered, it flags the content as suspicious or manipulated. This tool ensures traceability and authenticity of media while preserving privacy. However, it does rely on cooperation from device manufacturers and social platforms for wider adoption. The second technical layer is our AI-based detection and reporting plugin. This tool uses deep learning models trained on features that expose synthetic content. It scans for anomalies like lip sync matches, facial warping, unnatural lighting, and pixel level inconsistencies, all of which are red flags in deepfake content. Additionally, the plugin checks if the content has a valid blockchain watermark. If it doesn't, it raises the risk score of the media. This plugin can be built into or added to platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or Reddit. It runs either during the content upload or when a user reports the media. Once flagged, the plugin either issues a warning or escalates the content for manual moderator review. Confirmed cases may trigger takedown or referral to law enforcement. The system protects user privacy by only analyzing the media file itself. No personal data is collected or stored. All comparisons are made using non-reversible media hashes, making it compliant with privacy regulations like BIPEDA and GDPR. However, this approach isn't without challenges. First of all, deepfake models are evolving rapidly, so detection algorithms must constantly be updated. Second, there's a risk of false positive where legitimate contents might be mistakenly flagged. Third, platform integration and legal compliance may vary across jurisdictions, making global adoption quite complex. Despite these challenges, this plugin adds a powerful layer of protection and accountability, making it harder for manipulated content to spread unchecked. And now on to the next part.
The Canada Focus campaign shown in infographic targets schools, parents, and the public to combat deepfake abuse. Through social media ads, school workshop, and online resources, we promote media literacy and encourage reporting, partnering with NGOs like Canadian Women's Foundation. We empower communities to recognize and address AI-enabled violence, fostering a safer digital Canada. So the below are the icons example where you can show during the campaign Empowering Canada Against Deepfakes. Our solution, as shown in the diagram, addresses social-technical challenges. Ethically, we minimize AI detections errors to protect creators. Legally, it complies with Canada's PIPEDA, HIPEDA, and Criminal Code. Culturally, inclusive campaigns messaging respect diverse communities by balancing victims, platform, and public needs. We ensure ethical compliance approach to combating AI-enabled violence in Canada. And the next part, I will pass to Kelly.
In the short term, our solution enables faster reporting and takedown of AI-generated abuse by streamlining the process for users and platforms. This means victims spend less time struggling to remove harmful content. It also raises public awareness around the dangers of deepfakes and online abuse, helping people recognize threats and respond appropriately. Importantly, we are providing immediate support to victims through tools and reporting mechanisms so that they are not left to navigate this alone. In the long term, Our approach helps deter future deepfake abuse by improving traceability and accountability. This sends a strong message that digital violence won't go unchecked. It also contributes to greater empowerment of women in digital spaces by making those environments safer and more inclusive. Platforms are encouraged to take more responsibility by integrating deepfake detection tools directly into their systems. Overall, we are promoting the responsible and ethical use of AI, ensuring innovation does not come at the cost of safety or human rights. At a societal level, this work helps normalize a consent-based culture online, strengthens trust in digital platforms, and supports a broader cultural shift, recognizing that digital violence is real violence. Ultimately, it aligns with and supports Canadian policies on gender-based violence, helping to shape a safer and more respectful digital future. In conclusion, AI-enabled violence against women is a serious wicked problem requiring immediate attention. Our multi-layered solution combines prevention, detection, and education to protect victims and hold perpetrators accountable. We call for cross-sector collaboration among tech companies, governments, educators, and advocacy groups to implement sustainable, ethical solutions and ensure gender equality in the digital world. Thank you.